about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway.
Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1-yard line.
Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
7-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down.
For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself in that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
10 at the 41-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there, first down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
High throw, but the catch is made.
Complete.
7 yards, the pickup there.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Touchdown. Eric Ebron. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Chris Boswell on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Number 81.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Catch is made by Harry. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Green Bay.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's at the 30, past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Boswell for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
The score, Niners 13, Packers, nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
After the turnover, here's Murray.
He dumps this off to Mack.
Fights loose. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Marlon Mack.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Mack. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. Goodwin able to haul it in. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key word.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off of play action, Darnold runs over him. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
First down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Darnold.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
On the carry.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 28. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Green Bay.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold sliding out of the pocket. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Jerome
He hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
From his own end zone now, it's Murray. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You've got the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect, but boy, that was force against force.
To throw from his end zone. Murray looking deep here for Ebron. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Eric Ebron, 98 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And that's the type of play that will give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
9 yards.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Darnold on 1st down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for a 49er touchdown.
Chris Boswell.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. You got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
6 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
In on the tackle.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a run with Mack. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
The play fake, and it's Darnold. That's complete to Lazard. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
A gain of 15.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Darnold. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
The Packer first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Darnold to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Will Dissly, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Darnold's pass. Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A very solid gain of 27. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Darnold. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They run it again with Chubb. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Darnold. Short throw to Disley. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. That's caught. It's Thomas. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Again, Darnold toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Will Disley, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch. take the hit and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Darnold from the gun, and they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Packers 15.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Murray now on 1st down. Man open, it's Goodwin. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
The ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
First down run with Chubb is going to go nowhere. He's, in fact, going to lose a couple.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage would be found.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss.
Derek Barnett.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on
this defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now Murray throwing on second down. He completes this one to Mack. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Eric Ebron with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
40, Packers 15.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 47.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 40.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll roll him out right. 20. Wide open receiver complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. And the ball is knocked out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9. At the
now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. His pass caught at the 4. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Green Bay.
N'Keal Harry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Here's Darnold.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. Way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, his throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 21 yards away. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Faking the give, Darnold. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
8 yards.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Darnold completes it, and this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I don't care what sport you're playing, everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On first down, Darnold. Over the middle here to Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
And the Packer
Darnold.
first down.
Touchdown, Packers. N'Keal Harry, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. On first down, Mack, and he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Mike, 54. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Here we go, here we go.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Let's Put that team on the Bucks.
And they will take a knee here.
Today's final score, Niners.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it'll be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 6-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.